We're told that Scott Jensen is now at the podium and he is talking to the crowd there.
Crime isn't a big deal, and that it's okay to have people say that police are a cancer and they should be dismantled and defunded. And there wasn't a voice that pushed against it. Imagine if we said that when you're in the face of inflation, it's okay to do things that will raise energy costs and make it more costly for refineries to get gas in our tanks. Imagine if we didn't have a voice saying that what we're doing to our kids is wrong. When we tell parents that they don't get to decide what vaccinations their kids get or don't get. Imagine if there wasn't a voice pushing back against it. Imagine if there wasn't a voice pushing back against our kids being told that what you do or what you accomplish isn't related to your effort, but instead it's related to the externals about you. But we haven't been willing to let Minnesota imagine such a thing, because that would be a travesty. So everybody in this room has come alongside of Matt Burke and Scott Jensen and our entire team and said, we're not going to imagine such a world, because we're going to demand that we help shape the conversation. And folks, we have done that. We have shaped the conversation for nearly 2 years. We have said inflation can be fought against. We have said education can be done so much better. We have said that crime is out of control, that when you don't even track carjackings prior to Tim Walz coming on board, and now we have 780 carjackings in 2021, we cannot imagine a countering voice not being present. That's what we together tonight are. We're a collective voice that has helped shape the conversation. But I will say this, the irony is deafening. The irony that where Matt and I spent so much time in the urban areas trying to elevate the message of what's happening, that when you do the things that were done, when you lock kids out of school, the groups that you're hurting the most are so often those who live in densely urban populations. We know what we stand for. We know that we have a moral compass that we share with you. Clearly, Hennepin County and Ramsey County numbers have been disappointed. But you see the numbers closing in slowly, and we don't know what's yet to come. But I want to just say this. Every one of you here has helped shape the conversation. And if it isn't for this time around, it may be the next time. But regardless, we cannot imagine not having that powerful voice that represents a movement. When the night is over, who knows? Perhaps the machine and the money and the control of the media might be enough one more time for the liberal Tim Walz. We don't know yet. We're not done yet. When Matt and I leave this stage, we're joining you. We're going to walk side by side with you. We're going to remember what we stand for. We still believe that the big issues should be discussed. We still believe that things like Social Security should not be double taxed, that you can talk about a personal income tax. You can talk about how do we get Minnesota to be the bright shining star of the North, the economic hub. That's what we're going to do. Someone asked me if I was going to say that this has been one of the most draining experiences of my life. Absolutely not. The last 2 years have been one of the most exhilarating times in my life. I have seen my family come close to me. I have had a chance to watch my wife demonstrate increasing skills across the board. She once thought that she was an introvert. She's not. This girl's no introvert. We've been together 44 years and she still rocks my world. Folks, we're in this together. We'll keep watching the numbers, but don't imagine that your voice ever gets to stop. We're shaping the conversation. We're changing Minnesota. We're changing the world. Thank you.
All right, so there we hear Dr. Scott Jensen speaking to his supporters there. He did not concede. It was more like a pep talk. He talked a little bit about being a voice to push back and shape the conversation around inflation, crime, and education.
Well, what I'm curious about from Pat Kessler is how does the math work, Pat? Because Scott Jensen said, we know the numbers are really disappointing in Hennepin and Ramsey County, but the night is not over yet, and we're gonna keep doing this. Does the math work? Is there any way that they can overcome this? Because we saw how they're getting beat up in Hennepin and Ramsey County.
Yeah, and that's where the votes are in the Twin Cities. The reason that the Associated Press will declare Tim Walz the winner, which it did at 10:24 with 61% of the votes counted, is because he's ahead by so many tens of thousands of votes. Look at this. So it's a couple of 100,000 votes. The key here, and you ask about the math, what's really important here is that the votes aren't out there in any of these counties. The population of the state of Minnesota, most of the voters live right in the metro area. You've got some areas, some metro areas in Duluth. You've got Fargo-Moorhead, Rochester, St. Cloud. But there aren't enough votes that you can hoover up, that you can vacuum up and add to the total that would overcome Tim Walz. That's the point here.